there, retro gamers. David here, the Game Over CEO, back with another episode of Game Overcast. So thank you for joining us, and thanks for watching the show. I hope you're enjoying the new Season 4. This is going to be Episode 5, I think, of the 2022 season. So welcome. And I'm rocking the purple today. So it is laundry day at my house. So my black shirt's getting clean. But yeah, so rocking the purple today, feel good. I'm not quite shaved, so don't zoom in on this. Don't watch it on the large screen TV. Watch only on a small analog TV, so you don't see all my stubble. But anyway, welcome back, and we have an exciting show planned today. So we've got some news, company events, stuff like that. Our feature, we're going to go back to the game manual game and go through all of our numerous responses and where we go from here on that show. So we'll talk about that in level 3. But right now, let's jump into level 1 and do current events. So what's going on in the world of gaming this week? Actually, it's been kind of a slow week for gaming news, at least retro-related gaming news. So it's going to be a short segment. The biggest story that's relevant to, I think, all of our viewers and listeners, more software buying. So this time it's Sony. So Microsoft, bought a big studio last week. Now Sony's going to buy a big studio. Everybody's, pulling out their studio sizes and measuring them up against each other. So, okay. So Sony bought Bungie, $3.6 billion. So now Sony actually owns the company that created Halo, that launched the Xbox. So in a bizarre twist of gaming game developer fates. So that's really interesting. So anyway, so Sony, their game development arm is now bigger. Microsoft's has been getting much bigger in the past couple of years, and so. Consolidation is happening in the industry. There's still a lot of, life in the indie game developers. And so there's small developers all over making some great, amazing games. But then the big guys are just buying up all the other big guys. So we're getting to a point where there's not going to be a lot of competition among the big guys. You're going to have, like the 3 main studios. You're going to have Nintendo and Sony and Microsoft, and they're all going to have exclusives on almost everything that comes out on their console. So get ready to have to buy all 3 consoles to play all the cool games, because there's not going to be a lot of cross-platform, multi-platform games anymore. It's just, it's just business, I guess, that, they want control over their kind of empire, and they want unique and exclusive games. And so that's what everybody's doing now. They're getting bigger and stronger and solidifying their, kind of, not monopoly, but like what's 3? A triopoly? I don't know. There's 3 main companies that they're just gobbling up all the game studios. And so, yeah. Anyway, so Sony is bigger, yay. Microsoft's bigger, yay. I think that's generally, consolidation generally, it's not good for the consumer. Like from a business standpoint, it makes every sense in the world for a business to consolidate and get bigger and stronger. It's normally not good for the consumer when businesses get bigger and stronger and more powerful. It's good to have a balance. You want a strong business, but not a uber powerful, supersized business. You get to the size of like Sony and Microsoft and Google and Facebook and Apple. Those companies all do great things, but they're also so big now and so powerful, and they control so much of their markets that there's a lot of anti-consumer behavior happening there now too, and it's hard to fight them as a little guy fighting a behemoth, those sizes of those companies. But that is the way of the world in business, I guess. So that's definitely happening in the game developer industry. In more specific retro gaming news, Tommy Talrico has stepped down as the CEO of Intellivision. He was like the main. He wasn't the founder of Intellivision, but he came on board with Intellivision when they were going to launch the Amico system, their new console, which still hasn't launched after like 4 years of him being there and them developing it and trying to rebrand and relaunch Intellivision as a modern, relevant console. And the premise is good. I think the console looks cool. To retro gamers like me, the idea of having reworked, updated Intellivision classics, plus some new games and cool, digital content, a unique controller, and all the games were going to be family friendly. So that's cool. But they had a lot of potential, and then they've had delays. The COVID situation and labor shortages and all that has caused delays. And so right now there's really no release date that I know of. And Atari has a similar console, the VCS, which is also like a kind of new, reimagined digital type console where they have reworked classic games plus some new digital content. But they launched that's out, it's available. And then television has just, even though I think that seemed like the cooler console from the concept, it's just kind of stumbled, down coming out of the gate. So I don't know what that means for him stepping down. He's still going to stay on as president and as a board member, so he's still going to be involved, but just a less visible, less active role. And to me, Tommy Tallarico, he's a national, global known name. He's definitely a good publicity person for a company, and so having him step down more into the shadows, I can't think that's going to be good for them. Like, they need that face, they need that publicity seeking person who gets the attention and draws it into that company. So I don't know. I hope that the shakeup means that things are happening that are good, but him stepping down, I don't see as a good thing. But the Chief Revenue Officer, Phil Adam, is taking over as CEO, and so hopefully there'll be some more news on that soon, on what's going to happen within television, and will the Amico ever see the light of day? So let's stay tuned to that. But that's really all the gaming news that I have for this week, so kind of a short segment this time. But let's go on to level 2 and talk about company events now, and see what's happening at your local Game Over Video Game store. And we're back with Level 2, the company info. What's happening at your local Game Over Video Game store this week and this month? Sales, of course. We have sales every week. If you didn't know that, you need to sign up for our email list. It's free and easy to sign up. You can do it on our website, gameovervideogames.com, or you can do it in your local Game Over store. And you just have to give us your email address. You don't have to pay money. You don't have to buy a magazine. You don't have to be our best friend or anything. You just have to just say, yeah, I want free emails from you. Cool, and we'll send them. So the sale's coming up February 11th through 17th. That's a week-long sale of new and used third-party consoles. So that's the machines where it's like a Nintendo, but not made by Nintendo, that kind of stuff. And we have a lot of really good ones. A lot of ours are from Hyperkin. They have a line of systems called Retrons, and they have ones that do just Nintendo or Nintendo Super Nintendo or Nintendo Super Nintendo Genesis, and then some that do even more than that. There's a 2-in-1, 3-in-1, 5-in-1. Some really cool systems, and they're really convenient to play. If you have an original NES like this, it's great looking and it's very iconic, but if you're playing the games on it today, you always have to still kind of wiggle the games and get it in there just right, and hit reset a couple times, have the rubbing alcohol to keep it clean. And with the new systems, you just don't really have to do that because they start off brand new. All of them are top loaders, so the carts go in on the top, and the games come up right away. And then you have HDMI output too, so it's better for a modern TV to use those. So anyway, if you're interested in one of those as a primary or even a secondary console for a spare bedroom, definitely check us out. So new and used, all the third-party consoles are going to be 20% off. That is the February 11th through 17th. In our retail stores and online, you can use the discount code NEWRETRO20. So NEWRETRO20 and get 20% off those online that week. Also, it's Valentine's Day coming up, so get ready for the special gamer in your life and bring them down to Game Over on Monday, February 14th. Valentine's Day, we're doing a one-day sale, 20% off the entire store. So that's everything. That's consoles, games, accessories, all of our cool merch and swag, everything in the store, 20% off for that one day only. And you can also do that online on the website by using code LOVE20 because we love you guys. We want you to be our Valentine. So that'll be fun. And then after that, another big sale. February 18th through 24th is our buy two, get one free sale. So you buy any two used games. It's only on used games, and the games have to be $19.99 or less. So you can't use it on the real uber rare stuff, but all the common games, which there's a ton of. We have thousands in each of our stores. The game's $19.99 or less. Buy two, get one free. The lowest price item is free. So, we always have somebody that'll come up and say, well, but I want that one to be my free one, the most expensive one. And we're like, no, dummy, you can't do that. Like, it's the cheapest one is free. That's the sale. Haven't you ever been to a buy two, get one free sale? It's always the cheapest one that's the free one. So the way to maximize, if you really want to take full advantage of the sale, the way to get the best deal for you is to find 3 things that are the same price. So if you get 3 things that are $19.99 each, then you're actually saving $19.99. If you get 2 $19.99 games and then 1 $5 game, you're only saving $5. So that's the key. So a little tip from me to you, try and keep them all within the same ballpark price-wise, and then you maximize the discount. So anyway, and there's no limit, so you can buy, multiples of 3. You can buy 3, 6, 9, 12, or whatever, and then you can group them by price and get the cheapest one within, this 3 as free, and the cheapest one in those 3 for free. So you can really maximize your savings that way. But that's going on for that week, the 18th or 24th, and that's not available online. That's only in our stores, so you got to come in and get that at our retail stores. So that is it on the sales front. In events news, we do monthly tournaments, Super Retro Challenge tournaments in some of our stores every month, the second Saturday of the month. Normally it's at night, 5 or 6 o'clock at night. And so that is coming up on Saturday, February 12th, which is this weekend. So if you're watching the show, it's probably this Saturday. And the next one will be March the 12th. So you can put that on your calendar too. So those 2 days, February 12th and March 12th, free tournaments. They're going to be at our 5 main tournament stores, which is the location in Bellevue, Washington, the location in Arlington in the Dallas area in Texas, and then the one in South Austin on Lamar, the one in Selma, Texas, which is right near San Antonio, and the one in Houston, which is on the northwest side on 1960. So check out those 5 stores. They're all doing tournaments February 12th, and then again on March 12th, with the exception of the Selma store is not doing one on March 12th. Sorry, Selma people. But they'll be back the following month in April doing it again. So cool tournaments coming up. They're free. They're fun. Meet some people in your neighborhood or fellow retro gamers and just have a good time. There's prizes to win and there's nothing to lose. So come check those out. In other Game Over news, you know how we moved the store in Houston recently, and got to see some of that on this show on Game Overcast, where I made videos of the old store and the new store and the move and everything, and I think it was a lot of fun. I think it's cool to see that kind of behind the scenes stuff. Well, guess what? It was so much fun. We're moving another store. And it's not just because we need content for the show. It's actually something we're doing. But this one is in Tacoma, Washington. So you get to see what it's like up in the Washington Game Over stores. We're taking the store in Tacoma Mall, which right now is located by one of the mall entrances, which is good. But it's also down one of these long, side kind of hallways in the mall. And so that's not so good. So we get a lot of business there, but a lot of the people that just come to the mall not necessarily looking for us miss us because we're down this this little side hallway, and if you don't come in that door, you won't see us. Oh, sorry, Rob. But we're moving to a bigger spot, which is in the main hallway of the mall. So that's where everybody goes because you have to go there to go anywhere in the mall. It's like the main drag through the mall. So yeah, we'll be on the main aisle, right near the middle. We're gonna be right next to right next door to Vans. And I think we're right across from Hot Topic and stuff. So we're going to be where all the cool kids are, basically. So if you want to be cool, come hang out with us in Tacoma Mall. So that's where we're going to be. We're moving March 1st. So that's just about 3 weeks away. So we're going to be up there in a couple weeks doing the packing and shifting and everything over. They're actually doing construction on the new place right now while we speak to build it out and get it ready for us. And so yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting, and I'll try and film more stuff to put on the show so you can see it without having to go to Washington. But we encourage you, go to Washington. It's very, very nice up there, very pretty. And the Tacoma store is great. It's actually going to go from being one of the smallest stores in our company to one of the largest. So we're getting a much bigger space on a main aisle in the mall. So we're expecting a really kind of relaunch of Game Over in Tacoma with this new big nice new store up there. So definitely stay tuned for news on that. And also the travel, ups and downs, and I'm sure inevitably we'll have some issues. I know Tian was going to go to Washington last week to visit them, and then we had the whole ice storm thing, and his flights got canceled. So sometimes travel can be pretty exciting and sometimes not in a good way. But we'll be up there, and Tian's going to go help me, and the crew from Tacoma will be helping me out. So you get to see, some of the other Game Over crew up in Washington State, and we'll show you some of the process, and then show you hopefully the brand new store in about 3 or 4 weeks on the show. So that's exciting Game Over news coming up. In Classic Game Fest news, Classic Game Fest, if you're not aware, it's the biggest retro gaming event in Texas, one of the biggest in the country. We had a record-setting crowd of over 7,000 people last year, and we expect even more this year. So it's going to be massive. It's late July every year in Austin, Texas. This year it's going to be July 23rd and 24th. And again, Austin, Texas, Palmer Event Center. You can get all the details and info at classicgamefest.com. Some of the things on the website, the schedule page and the guest page, are still not updated from last year, so we're really sorry about that. It's just something we keep meaning to get to, and we just haven't gotten to it yet. But we'll be making a lot of guest and band announcements over the next month, and updating that website in the next month. And so, by March, we should have everything really in full speed ahead mode for Classic Game Fest. But ticket sales are already up. You can buy them at classicgamefest.com. Vendor booths are also on sale. You can get all the details on that on the website too. And we have a record number of vendors. We're already over 70 vendors. We're up to 71 vendors, 71 different people that'll be there selling video games, consoles, video game artwork, collectibles, all kinds of cool stuff. But every single vendor booth at our show is video game related. That sets us apart from just about any other retro show out there. So no toys, no wrestling. It's all video game related stuff. So really cool. Anybody that's into gaming should definitely check it out. It's worth the drive if you're in Texas or around the country. It's worth checking out. So please come visit us for that. Let's see, and that is it on Game Over news and Classic Game Fest news. So now we're going to go on to level 3 in the feature section of the show and pick up where we left off last week with the game manual game, a new game that we came up with, and see if anybody was able to, guess the games that we had, and then we're going to give you some more clues to one of those games. So let's go now to level 3. Now, last week on the show, we did a brand new feature called the Game Manual Game, where I read the story of some retro game manuals, and we're going to have you, the viewers and listeners, try and comment and guess what game that was. Without me mentioning the specific names or places in here, because that would obviously give it away. If I said, the land of, Hyrule, everybody would know it's a Zelda game. So I've tried to eliminate any clues from there. But apparently, these games are so obscure, or me leaving out the hints was so difficult that we had no responses. So in terms of feedback and people playing this game with us, we had none. Sorry. So I'm going to give you another chance to redeem yourself, Game Overcast viewers and listeners. So one of the 3 games that I mentioned last week on the Game Manual Game show, I'm going to reread it. I'm going to include all the names of places and people except the title or title character in the game. So you have a little bit more clues in the story. Then I will give you even more clues and do some playthrough on the game. And then we're going to get some guesses on that. And I hope that with these additional clues, somebody out there is going to know what game this is. Because it is a fun game. And I haven't played it in a while, so this will be fun for me to get to play it too. It's kind of just an excuse now for me to play the game. So come along for the ride with me. So I'm going to read the story one more time, and I'm just going to leave out just a few of the words that would totally give it away, but I'll leave everything else in. So here we go. This is the story. The story of blank begins in the peaceful village of Cremina, where the treasure of Babylon has been kept for centuries, hidden away from the outside world. The treasure has been sought by Ryu, a huge and evil dragon, for thousands of years. But now Ryu has discovered the secret of Cremina and descended upon the little village accompanied by all of his demonic cohorts. Ryu has made off with the treasure, leaving his monstrous minions behind to terrorize the countryside. The helpless townfolk have only one hope, and I'll have to leave out that name, otherwise known as blank. A one-time circus strongman with a unique talent for shooting fireballs. Only he can find a way through the monster-infested countryside to seek out the evil Ryu and regain the lost treasure of Babylon for his people. So, any more sure of what game that might be from a few more clues? So to give you...
Donkey Kong Country.
No, it's not Donkey... It has nothing to do with Donkey Kong.
I don't know.
Does Donkey Kong shoot fireballs? Mario shoots fireballs. Donkey Kong doesn't shoot fireballs.
How do you know?
Donkey Kong and I are like, we're DK. We're both DK.
All right.
We're in a club. Okay. So, another clue is this game is on this system. It's an NES game. And what I've also done, let me hide this manual so you can't see anything. I have it powered up and ready to play. So I'm going to show you a little bit of screenplay of this game. Okay? Does that look familiar? It's pretty cool. It's not very often you get to play a larger, middle-aged, shirtless guy. You know, normally the shirtless guys are just, you know, young, sexy shirtless guys. But I mean, I guess he's sexy in his own way. All right, let's see what he can do. He's got quite the jumping ability. Look at those fireballs. Yeah, nice. Okay. Picked up a letter, K, and a ladder. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get this, and I think I need to use my ladder for that. Wait, how do I use the ladder? Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright. Ooh, now I got shoes. What do I do with the shoes? Ooh, and I got double fireballs now. Oh, and I have bombs. Okay. Hang on. Oh. You have a lot of power-ups on this game. Oh, I thought Dan said something over there. Alright. Okay, I got the
boot do?
I don't know. How do I... Okay. Oh, well, see, now I used a ladder in the wrong place, because now I can't really jump to anything. Maybe I can get that little thing over there. Ooh. Ooh. Man. There's a lot of the letter K here.
We're gone off.
Hey, don't say the name. Look at these crazy balls now. There are a lot of letter Ks. The letter K must be significant to the name of the game.
It's hard.
It is kind of hard. I think it's also, like, this is a game of power-ups, so, like, I just need to learn the power-ups and use them at the right times. So, let's see. I'm going to use that one to get that little shoe again, even though I don't know what the shoe does. Okay. Oh. Why am I beeping? Am I out of time? No. Okay. Okay. That's right. That's right. Why can't I get on top of that? Can I go back? Oh, I guess you just can't stand on those for some reason.
That's bad game design.
Yeah, I do like it on the retro games when you can scroll both ways, like you can go back over the places that you've been before. Because some of them, you know, once you scroll and miss something, you can't go back. So I like being able to go back and see what you missed.
I like the music.
Yeah, it's cool music. You're right. Okay.
But I hate his jump.
What's wrong with his jump?
It's all weird and floaty.
Just because he does his feet like,
You
ah!
have no control. No, just the physics of his jump. You have no control.
You have control. I mean, as much as you do on most games. Can I go in this door?
You gotta kill the gargoyle.
Oh. Like you know. No, it's a door that you can't go in. Okay, well, that's nice. Can I go in that door? I guess you can't go in any of the doors. I'm collecting a lot of Ks. I got 16 Ks. Okay, I got something else now. No. Okay. I probably should have used that in a specific place. But I didn't. Okay. There we go. Oh boy, boss battle.
How are you supposed to get past that?
What is that? It's like some kind of sea creature hopping on one foot.
Sea monkey.
Game over. Continue. Let's continue this. I want to try it one more time here. I do think. I mean, I know that I've played this game back in the day, but it has been a long time, and I don't remember much except the character. Like, you never forget this character because he's just such a unique looking character to be, especially in a retro game. Okay. Oh. I guess that does make him go faster. Or... Okay. Alright. Nice. An apology to all of our podcast listeners, by the way, because this is probably not very exciting for you.
Oh, they're getting a treat, all right.
Are they? Do you think they're enjoying it, Dan? Yeah. Now, how am I going to get those? Oh, I guess if you kept the ladder, I could have used the ladder right here to get those bombs. It does seem like you should be able to go through that door. Oh, come on now. How many times can you get hit?
You have a health bar or anything?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I have 23 Ks. I've got time remaining, and then I got points. But I don't see any kind of health bar. So I guess just when you get hit, that's it. Okay. Okay. Maybe when you get hit, you turn blue, and then so you have like an interim step before you totally die. I think getting all these Ks ought to be good for something. I've gotten a lot of Ks. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get the big hopping on one leg guy and die. Okay. Oh, well, at least I get to start from here.
Continue.
Yeah. Okay. It seems like there's more of these guys. Okay. Okay, come on now. Aren't these like little bats coming at me? So this character, he's a circus strongman who spits fire. Oh, there is another ladder. That was never there before, was it?
Use the ladder of the boss.
Well, what am I going to do with the ladder to the boss?
Get over it.
You get over it. No! Why the...
Why are you jumping backwards?
I'm trying to get away from his fireball.
His jump sucks. It's a bad jump. It's not your fault.
Okay. One more time. One more
All right,
time.
one more time.
From the top. Go, strong man. Go. See if I can get to the end without getting touched. You think I can do that?
Nope.
Dan says no. Whoops. Okay. Do you think I can make it to the end this time without getting touched? Make it to that the boss? I think yes. I think yes. My collection of Ks continues to grow. It's super cool. Alright. I have like uber fireballs right now.
Keep them.
Well, that will be my goal, to keep them. It's never my goal to lose my balls. That's right. That's right. Without getting touched, I say. That's right. They're just no match for my multi-balls. That's right. That's right. Now, let's see how this bad guy, this boss, likes my triple ball action.
The bottom one scrolls on the ground.
Damn. Okay. All right, but I'm starting from here, and we're taking him out. We're taking him out. Even with my just one ball. One ball. Whew, that was close. That was close. Okay. I want to trade my Ks in for something. I got 40 Ks. Okay. Okay, now I have the shoes and the bomb and stuff. I wonder if I can drop a bomb on this guy. Oh, I did! Oh, come on. Okay, one more time. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be it.
I feel it.
So I really hope that somebody out there watching this show knows this game. That's what I want. I want a winner. I want somebody that watches and likes NES and likes shirtless circus performers that throw fireballs. And you gotta let me know. Let me know in the comments, what game is this? Okay. Oh man, there's a lot of those little bats. Okay, I got some shoes coming here. Okay, so now I can use the bomb. Oh, look who beat it. That guy.
Nice. Oh, I like that lightning effect.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the only way to travel, right there. A bolt of lightning. feel like I'm destroying priceless artifacts here. More Ks for my collection. Thank you. Ooh, what's that? I don't know what that one is. It looks like wings. Can I fly? Get off the ladder, dude. Okay. I think we'll end it there. I think I have proven that I can kind of play this game. So, what game is this? So comment on the show. We want to know. And it's not Mario. it's not Sonic. It's nothing like that. But it's a Nintendo NES game. Circus performer, strongman, throws fireballs, shirtless, bald dude.
Based on a true story.
Based on a true story. Maybe. I don't know. In the box, the picture box art on the game, it shows him fighting a dinosaur. So it's probably real. So anyway, what is that game? And so you have between now and next week's show to comment and let me know what that game is. If you get it right, the first person to get it right will win a valuable, priceless, amazing prize, which is I will say your name on the show, and I will say you, sir or ma'am, are a badass on the show. So, priceless. The president of the company is going to talk about how awesome you are and put it on social media for the world. Not just the state, not just the country. The entire world will know that you're a badass because this is going to go viral. Your badassery will know no bounds. Everyone will hear of the legend of you. So, comment now. And let's go on to level 4 with the boss battle for the week. So the boss battle for this week is kind of an unfortunate situation, and it seems like these keep happening. I don't know what it is. I'm just very unlucky lately, I guess. But so the boss battle for this week is Game Over versus Catalytic Converter Thieves. So I don't know if you're aware, but apparently stealing catalytic converters from vehicles is a thing. And apparently it's very easy to do, and you get under a car and you rip it off, and then I guess they sell that for parts and metals and whatever kind of good stuff is in there. But it's easy to do, it's hard to track, and it's very expensive to replace. And unfortunately, one of our Game Over vehicles had the catalytic converter stolen. So...
What?
Crazy. Yeah, you haven't heard this. So, yeah, sorry. Dan is saying, what? Yeah, right? And so I wanted to talk about this on Boss Battle because it's like a store break-in or, shoplifting or... I mean, there's so many negative things that bad people do to businesses, which really suck because businesses have to, they have to absorb those costs. They have to, eat those costs and pay for it somehow. And in the end, break-ins and shoplifting and, robberies and, stealing or breaking into vehicles, all that kind of stuff, it cost all of us because, even the people doing it, like it takes money and time and resources away from the company that we have to then put onto that. And then everybody ends up paying those costs. It just sucks. It's just part of the cost of doing business. And it's part of the reason that, it's so expensive to do retail business. But anyway, so yeah, let's see. Just to give you the rundown, so we have vans we use to deliver stuff, for Game Over. We're always like shuttling stuff from store to store, and bringing tubs of stuff over here and there, and new products and stuff like that. And so, like at some point last week, Tian was getting in one of the vans to take it somewhere to one of the stores, and it was just like this horrible loud sound. Just like the engine was just barfing. It was just an awful sound, and couldn't figure out what it was. And when we talked about it, started to think maybe it was a catalytic converter because, like, I don't really know what, I've never heard a car without a catalytic converter, but I guess that could be what it is. And I'd heard of the I guess problem with people stealing those, and but it's just never happened to me. So it was kind of a new thing, but yeah, the catalytic, and I don't know cars, by the way. Like, I don't know technically all the stuff, but from what I gather, a catalytic converter is something on the bottom of a car that, like, your engine feeds exhaust out under the car, and it comes out the muffler, like the tailpipe in the back of the car, right? And on that process, on that route going out, in the middle, there's a catalytic converter. And what that does is it does something to the air, so it's not so, like, dirty and grimy and smoggy.
It's got
and
precious metals that absorb a lot of the toxins from the exhaust.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they want it then, because it's got rare metals in it or something. Yeah, Dan's saying it's got rare metals and stuff that absorbs some of that nasty stuff. So, like, you know, and I guess cars started it like in the 70s when we started, you know, getting, you know, more environmentally conscious, you know, and you know, cars used to just be, they were all noisy. They spewed, you know, black smoke, and over the years they've gotten better at that. I know we still pollute a lot, but, you know, finally things are going electric, and that's great. But, like, for gas guzzling cars, they have gotten a lot cleaner in the past, like, 20, 30 years. But this is one of the things that does it. So they have this little device. It sucks a lot of the bad stuff out of your exhaust. So then what actually comes out your muffler, instead of being the loud noise and the black, dirty, smelly smoke, it's still exhaust, but it's lighter. It's like exhaust light. And so they're helpful for the environment, but I mean, these people don't steal it to help the environment. You know, they steal it just to strip it for parts, and just to, I guess, the rare metals, you know, are worth something. They melt it down or resell it or something, and probably sell it to the guy that's going to refurb it and sell it to me to put in there to fix it. I don't know, but anyway, it sucks, and you know, but it does happen, and you know, our parking lot here, it does have lights. I don't think it has any cameras, but, like, I don't think it takes that long to do this. I think these guys just you know, slide under a car, snip it, you know, off and take it. I think it's a pretty fast thing. It's like a break-in at a store at night. Sometimes they happen in the span of like a minute or two.
You can just cut it off your exhaust if you have the right tools. You just cut it off.
Okay. Yeah, Dan's saying you can just cut it off, like with a saw or something.
Yeah.
And you just like and then.
Or a saw, or a soldering iron, or.
Yeah. Well, let's not tell everybody how to do it.
See what you got to do.
No. Wait a minute, Dan. How do you know?
This is how much you can sell it for?
Yeah.
Sell it?
Well, let me tell you, because, like, so we took the van into the dealer.
I've got one for sale if anybody's interested.
Yeah. Slightly used? Yeah. So we took it into the dealer, which I know is not the best place to take a car for a repair. But we had, like, a recall notice on some other little, you know, stupid thing that they had to fix for a recall. And so we were like, okay, well, we'll take it in for the recall, and we'll just have them do the catalytic converter while it's there. And, you know, we knew it was expensive, and we looked up online that, you know, they sell for, it looks like about $1,000, $2,000 or so a piece, which is a lot. But the car dealer, the Nissan dealer, $4,000. Four fucking $1,000. And I was like, oh my God, like that. I doubt the van's worth $4,000. I mean, it just really sucks, and it blows my mind. And probably, you know, the criminal didn't get $4,000 for it. You know, they didn't even get it. They probably sold it for like $100 or $500 or something. Just, you know, just money to, you know, like pocket money. And now we're having to spend this money. So we told the dealer, we're like, we're going to have to think about that. And we're basically now looking around for, like, a local mechanic that can do catalytic converter, you know, replacements for less than $4,000, because that just seems insane. Like, you know. Anyway, so it's been another interesting week here at Game Over Video Games. But if any of you have a good recommendation for a local North Austin area mechanic that can do catalytic converter, you know, repairs or replacements for less than $4,000, please let us know in the next week or so, because we need to get it somewhere else, because I don't think the dealer is going to get $4,000 out of us. So anyway, but yeah, so that's the boss battle for right now going on, is getting our van fixed with a new catalytic converter somehow, and hoping that that whoever did it doesn't come back and then steal that one. So I don't know. I guess there's somebody in the area, and so I hope that person gets caught. But I don't know how you catch people with that. I mean, I don't know. somebody out there is buying this stuff from them, though, that gives them money for it. And we just need to find those people. We need to get the people buying it from the criminals. We take away their market, then there's nothing they can do. But, of course, like anything, it's easier said than done. So, I don't know. But right now, we just need a working van again. So, hopefully, we will get that soon. But that is my boss battle for the week. So keep your fingers crossed and send me any recommendations you have. And let's move on to the bonus level fan feedback, end the show on a high note, and talk about all the feedback from the past show. And we're back with the bonus level fan feedback, comments, anything that you have to share with us. And like I said earlier in the show, we were really disappointed to not get any entries in the game manual game contest. So hopefully after those very strong hints given today, at least somebody's going to guess that game for the next show. So we'll talk about that then. But we did get some regular feedback, just general feedback, and I definitely appreciate that too. So several comments about, good show, good video, thanks for doing them. So yeah, you're welcome. Glad to hear that. We had a couple of comments about doing the show at 3 a.m. So I think on the last show, Dan mentioned what do you expect? We're doing this at 3 a.m. And we don't really do it at 3 a.m. So I'm not that much of a jerk.
Only 5 hours away.
we do it early in the morning, but not at 3. Not that early. We're not that early risers. But we record the show honestly at about 9 in the morning. Yeah. So we get here at 8:30, and then we record about 9. So, but yes, I'm not working at 3, and I'm not forcing Dan to work at 3. So don't worry about that. Also, let's see. Chris is talking about the life-work balance that he can relate. I guess he has a business of his own, and it's tough. It really is. And so, yeah, the struggles, Chris. Like it's tough to, because when you own a business, like in the beginning, you have to do everything yourself, right? Because there is nobody else around to do it, and you can't afford to pay anyone to do it, even if you wanted to. So you have to do it all yourself. Then you get to the point where, Game Over is successful enough that, obviously I've hired people to help me at this point. We have 50, something employees. We have, I think, 54 today employees. But we have over 50 employees. So, people that work in the stores, are all not me now. So there's all those people that we've hired. But as far as people to actually help me with the tasks that I do, that's what's the hardest thing. It's giving up, and it's not just a power thing. It's not like I want to be in charge of everything and everyone. It's just there's certain things that like I can't really pay someone to come in and pay the bills for me, because that gives someone on the outside too much insight and info on finances and into bank accounts and stuff, and I can't really do that. And email. Well, I could. I mean, I could have someone do everything. I could just be the kind of owner that's just the business is going fine on its own, and put, TN or somebody in charge and just be like, peace, I'm going to the beach. I'll see you guys in about 6 months to collect a big pile of cash or something. But I don't do that. I don't want to do that. Yeah. I like being hands-on. I definitely, am realizing that the work-life balance thing, I've pushed it to the limit. And so my home life and my work life and my personal, time and everything, everything is stretched thin right now. And it pretty much always is. And I'm always saying things like, well, if I get through this week or I get through this month, there's a chance for a little break, potentially, maybe around the corner, just down the road. And then that time never comes because some other kind of, crazy catalytic converter or a store move or, some kind of crazy stuff happens. And I've had other crazy stuff in, personal, family business too. And it's just things come up and you have to do it. And you have to kind of drop everything that you planned on doing and then do this other thing. So yeah, you have to learn to let go. And I've delegated and let go of a lot of the, store to store operations, a lot of that stuff. We have store managers in place. I have TN in place as my district manager, and he keeps everybody, on track, and all of them do great. I definitely couldn't do what I'm doing without any of them. Even the part-time employees at the stores, we need everyone, on board and doing the best they can. And I think all of our employees are great. But there's never enough. There's never enough hours in the day. There's never enough help back here in the back office with me. And like I said, some of it is I don't want to turn things over. Some of it is I really can't turn over the real personal things. And it's just I need to keep, to keep running the business successfully, I have to keep my eyes on a lot of targets at once. And that's just, what business ownership is about. I would never want to be like a silent partner or a non-active business partner, just, sitting on that beach or something, just expecting other people to run the business because, whatever you say and do and however good your people are, they're never going to run it like you do. And so, if you take your eye off the ball too much, things are going to start going sideways and you don't want that. But it's a struggle. It's a daily struggle, weekly, monthly struggle. It's something that you constantly have to do. And so, yes, we share that battle. And let's see. Yeah. So I just left some notes here about the different people that have helped me in the company and people we have in place right now. And like I said earlier, I mean it's definitely a team effort. I don't do everything. I feel like I do, and some people may think I do, but I don't. I have a team of people that are awesome, and so that's what allows me to make Game Over as successful as it is. But it's a constant struggle. So I keep working hard. I do enjoy what I do, and so just because I work my ass off doesn't mean I don't enjoy it. I do like it. So we'll keep fighting that fight, and I keep trying to get little slivers of more personal, time and relaxation in there, and I feel like it's right around the corner. It's coming. So anyway, let's see more comments. Awesome video. Let's see. Thanks for watching. David, my brother from another mother, my good friend. So David has commented that the hard drive issues I was having, the Microsoft Outlook issues I was having, and am still having, they're a lot better now because I purged a lot of old crap, like gigs and gigs of old emails out of Outlook, and now it does run a little better. But he's saying that it could be hard drive issues. So that's something I need to look into, and I will reach out to you, David, about that and see if we can figure that out. I really just need a new computer. I mean, I think it's as simple as that. It's just like nothing on my computer runs smoothly or quickly or anything. Like it's old. It's like me. It's okay. It does the job. It's tried and true. It's been through the ringer, but there's definitely newer, sexier things out there. Anyway, so that's really it. That's it for the show this week. Kind of a short show, but thank you for joining us. Thanks to all the fans for taking the time to watch the show, listen on the podcast streams. I really appreciate that you enjoy the show, and I hope that you continue to watch and listen and send me your feedback. Let me know what you'd like to see on the show, what you like, don't like. Definitely comment on the game manual game. I want some guesses on what that game is, that NES game we talked about today. So comment on that. Thanks for sharing the show, subscribing. You got to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get those little alerts that, hey, there's a new show. So you can check it out. So definitely hit subscribe on our channel. Let's see. And that's pretty much it. So thanks for, your business and support at the Game Over stores and supporting Classic Game Fest and our events, helping the word of mouth. If someone asks you, where's a cool retro game store in town, tell them Game Over. Or where can I unload these old games? Tell them, take them to Game Over. Every time you do that, every person that says that to a friend or neighbor, it's the best advertising in the world. It's free, it's genuine, and it really it cuts through a lot of the clutter that you really can't with a paid ad in a newspaper or a billboard or something. Person to person, word of mouth, it's the best. So thank you for taking the time to do that with your friends and community. And thanks for your support. So I hope everybody has a great week. Be kind to each other, try and have fun, play games, relax, enjoy the week, and we'll see you next time. Game Over. Let's go. Let's go. Woohoo!
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia.
Where's my catalytic converter?
Oh, I need the fireball because the catalytic converter stops the fireball from coming out the back of my car.
Bowser at it again.
Oh, I will get to that, Bowser. I got kind of a high Mario voice. Is his voice that high?
No, it's not.
No.
It's more like.
Hey, it's a me, a
He
Mario.
goes back down. He goes up.
It's me, Mario. I'm pumping some iron here, Mario.
No.
He lifted the car up. To get
Oh boy.
All right.
What are we doing?
Almost done.
Is the show over yet? Did I finish yet?